Hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So, it's been like a little while, so I think the last time we talked, I have finished maybe it was when I finished this, or when I finished The Cruel Prince. I don't really remember, but probably something in those lines. So, I've not finished that many books after that. I have finished After the Fall and Inked in Lies, which basically is a reread in the Fallen Men series. So I'm not going to talk much about those just because they are rereads. I am really loving it. So, another book that I have finished is The Crown of Gilded Bones, and this is the third book in the Blood and Ash series. And yeah, we are still following Poppy. She is the maiden and she's not to be like feeling any pleasure whatsoever in the first book. We have since moved really on from a lot of things. We are learning new things. This is the third book. I think it's 7 books. 7-book series or something. Yeah, like 6 or 7. So yeah, one thing I am really happy about with this series is that it's really easy to remember what basically have happened. They are not too complex. There is still a lot going on. They are kind of thick. So yeah, I am really liking that this is going on. So, my battery is almost dead, but welcome to the final book support group. Right? The final book support group. Yeah, support group. So, we have this board that I have drawn off here. Let's just talk about the things that I think I am going to read. So, I've been focusing on trying to finish most books, so like mostly finish off series. So read a sub-book. You can also pick a second in a series. I have picked Heart of the Sun Warrior, which is the second book in the series. The first one is Daughter of the Moon Goddess, that I read a little while ago. Then we have a graphic novel, manga, or a novella, and I am going to read Mammoth at the Gate, which is the last book that came out in this series. Now we have anticipated sequel. I have chosen Emperor of Thorns just because I am really curious to see how this series ends. So, then we have final book, and I have chosen this one, The Rebels of Gold, which is the last book in this series, obviously. So, this will be the book that I am currently finishing. Then we have Continuation Station, and I have chosen Where She Went, which basically is the last book, but it's also a continuation because it's the second book. So yeah, just because I'm trying to finish off books before I am kind of continuing on with a lot of things. And then we have a poll pick, or you could just like take a wheel and then see what we basically got. And I got Drowned County, which basically is the last book in a series. I don't remember the name, but we will talk more about it when I have started reading everything. So those are my TBR, and then we have a few like self-care prompts that I will probably do tomorrow or something. So yeah, I'm just going to go charge up my battery, and then we will talk later today. It's actually just a little later today, and I finished my first book, which is crazy, let's just put it that way. But it wasn't, I mean, it's long, but it's not too long. So I listened to the entirety of Heart of the Sun Warrior, which is the last book in or it technically is the end of a duology, at least. So there will be more in this series, but with other characters, and that's fine. So basically, not in this one, where we are following this girl who basically is trying to get her mother out of exile, and a lot of things happen in Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which is the first book. So this one was for a book sub box. So Daughter of the Moon Goddess was in a book box. I don't get book boxes, but as long as it was in a book box, you can pick it. So I picked this one. It's the, yeah, so it's kind of the end of following these characters, and I really liked it, so I give it 4 stars. Now this series, both of these books I have given 4 stars. However, I just feel like it's a fantasy book, and when I eventually basically buy it and reread it, it might get a higher rating, just because it's, I want to say it's more difficult to like get all the information when I'm listening to it as an audiobook. So it might get a higher rating after read the physical book. I don't own it yet, but I will eventually, you know, buy it. It just takes some time because I have a lot of books that I want to buy, but then I also kind of need to buy all my favorite ones. So it does take some time. So that was kind of the first book. So yeah, it's going really well. So I have since moved on to the next book. So basically the reason why I was able to, you know, read this in one setting was that I got my couch to put my new couch. Not gonna show it to you at this current time because it's a mess down there. I mean, I have shown a little before, but now it's even more messier. There are boxes everywhere, and yeah, it's just a big mess down there. And I'll do, once I have cleaned up a little, I might show some more progress. Yeah. Other than that, I am currently listening to Drowned Country, and I have like a little bit over 30 minutes left of that. It's a fine book. So this is for a pull pick, or she said that you could do a spinner wheel. Now, I did a spinner wheel and it got deleted. So I'm not going to refilm that just because I don't feel like it, but I don't want to get anything that I might not be in the mood for. So it's really sick that I have already been able to, you know, finish off this many books already. Like 1 book, 2 prompts, this will be the 3rd prompt, and then basically have planned other books to read. That's nuts. Yeah, later today I will probably start the Rebels of Gold. So this one is 400 pages. So I might try to read 200 pages today. I have to say I don't know how tomorrow will be, just because we are getting some visitors early on in the day. So I don't know how much I will be able to, you know, read as of that point. Yeah, this one will be finished within the weekend, so that should be fine. And then I have 2 books left. Shouldn't technically be a problem. I will finish that today, and then I hope I will be able to finish one of my audiobooks tomorrow and then one on Sunday. I should technically be able to do this. So yeah, I'm going to continue on listening to this. I don't really know what I will be doing. Probably just relaxing a little. And so it's Saturday, and I finished quite a lot of books. I don't even remember if I have updated on anything. So I don't remember if I updated on having finished Heart of the Sun Warrior. I think I might have done that. Give it 4 stars. Second book from the Daughter of the Moon Goddess. So I also just finished another book, and that is for the graphic novel, manga, or novella prompt, and that is Mammoths at the Gate. And this is in a series by Nevo, and I think I'm gonna give this 3 stars as well. So these are really short novellas. I don't really know how to explain them. They are really short. I kind of, yeah. If you start with Empress of, I don't remember the first one in this series, I just feel like they are really short. I don't love them by any means, but they are interesting books. But I don't think that you should know too much, because they are really difficult to explain. I have not finished my anticipated sequel, which is Emperor of Thorns. However, I can easily, if I don't finish anything else, I can definitely fit something else in here, like Where She Went, or probably Where She Went. I can probably use that one for that. Just because it's definitely anticipated. I really liked If I Stay. And now I have finished Where She Went. And I give it 4 stars. So I actually liked this ending. So yeah, it's definitely good to be finished with this series, you know, one more series down. And this is definitely a series I have been, you know, talking about finishing forever. And definitely, but if I am able to listen to Emperor of Thorns, that's great, but I don't have to. So final book, that is The Rebels of Gold. I will definitely try and finish that up. I am 150 or so pages in. It shouldn't take me too long to finish this book. It's not that long, and it's easy to finish up as long as I get going. If I'm not able to finish up this, I just feel like I can double up on prompts. You know, don't know if I just don't know if I want to. But I mean, I could use Where She Went there as well. I mean, for me, this is not to complete the board if I don't feel like it. I don't want to pressure myself into reading. Then we have Continuation Station. I can definitely use Dead Man Walking for this, which is the 5th, 6th book in the Fallen Men series. I think it's the 6th. Yeah, the 6th book in the Fallen Men series, following Bia and Priest. So I'm currently reading that as well and loving it. So yeah. Then we have the Pole Pick, which was Drowned Country, which is finished. So I am doing really well. Drowned Country, gave it 3 stars, didn't fully love it. I don't really know what I said or didn't say. Overall, things are going really well with kind of everything. I am really pleased with how it's going. So I'll probably try and read a little bit more now and then see how far I can get along with. I'll probably start the Rebels of Gold and then continue on with something else. So definitely think Dead Man Walking will be a little later today. Maybe tomorrow if I finish the Rebels of Gold. Today or maybe tomorrow, I don't really know. We will just have to see. But what I will try is to do some self-care and then take part in a sprint. So I've just finished the Rebels of Gold, and this is book 3 in the Loom Saga. So this one is for a final book. Yeah, I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I think I've given almost all books 4 stars. I really enjoy them. They are not like a full 5 stars, just because I feel myself not... I don't really know how to explain it. I love reading it when I'm reading it, but I don't like strive to pick it up. But when I'm reading it, I'm loving it. So really liked it. 4 stars. So basically in this series we are following Ariana and Survey and Florence. Those are like the main, let's call it the main characters that we follow in here, and then we are following like at least one side character on the bad side. So that is kind of really fun to basically get like small snippets of what is happening kind of on the other side, just because in this world basically we are following Loom, like people on Loom, and basically the dragons they took over kind of, and now they are kind of living in horrible conditions because of the dragons on the bad side. And basically Survey, he is a dragon on a basically the side that kind of wants to overthrow the current leaders, and basically then he meets Ariana. And basically what happens is that they decide that they are going to get together and then basically overthrow this person. So yeah, I'm really liking to follow kind of these snippets of what is happening kind of on the enemy side. So you have kind of like a thought on what might happen. So I also feel like the reason why I'm not giving it a full 5 stars is that this book, it is a little convenient, you know. It's not like I wouldn't say that there are a lot of like sad deaths or anything like that, but overall I really like these books, and I'm really happy to be done with yet another series. And yeah, so Elise Kova, I love her covers. That is like one reason why I started to read her books. But I am also really enjoying her books. So that's kind of it. I have one more book that I'm going to read and finish up, and that is Dead Man Walking. I have like 100 pages left. No, 200 pages left. A little bit less than that. So a little bit less than 200 pages left, so I should be able to finish this quite quickly. However, I think that this vlog is long enough, so let's just see on everything. So I am currently doing a sprint, so we have currently taken that off. And then for self-care this weekend I have basically taken it like easy. I have not been pressuring myself, and I feel like that is self-care for me. I just felt like if I don't want to do something, I haven't done it. So, and then reading for me is also self-care. So yeah, and this one will be 5 stars. So once I finish that, I have finished the entire board, which is great. And I just think I am going to end the vlog here so it doesn't get too long. So yeah, I hope you liked this vlog, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!